Hey, Holland, stay humble, eh? Stay humble. Stay humble, eh? What have I just witnessed? City gets spanked. Spanked. 4-0 at home. For the first time, they lose at home in 2 years. And for the first time in his tenure at City, Pep Guardiola has lost 5 games in a row. Not only that, but this 4-0 defeat is their heaviest loss at home in ever. Bro, all sorts of records were being broken today. And not in the good sense. Bro, I don't even know where to begin. Where to flip and begin. Holy smokes. Dang. The thing is too though, like, you think that this is City. City's going to dominate possession. They're going to have all of this. You come and look at the end of the day, yes, they did have a lot of the ball. You know, nearly 60% possession overall at the end of the game. But in terms of XG, 2.51 to 2.15, they scored no goals. Nothing. They were not efficient. They had more shots. Spurs had more shots on target. Spurs today were the definition of being clinical. They were efficient. Efficient. Bro. 4-0, and you can't even say that it was undeserving because there was also an opportunity that that Son had from and there was an outrageous save by Ederson in that first half. So it could have been even more. But you look at the stats, yeah. Wow. 2 XG. So they Spurs outperformed their XG. 7 shots on target, 5 big chances, 1 big chance missed. I think it's plain and simple today. City were bad, but it was a flip. It was a masterclass. Handball masterclass today. Handball absolute masterclass today. And disaster class from Pep. The thing is, though, everything was set. Rodri presented his Ballon d'Or. Pep, recently signed a year extension and everything. Everything was set up. You're playing against Spurs. Everything set up for a great evening. Bro, no. Get out of here. Get out. 4-0. How about that? How about that? And the thing is, though, you can't even argue and whatnot and say that it was a weak City squad. If you look at them, yes, of course they were. Rodri is not there; he's injured. But and De Bruyne doesn't start. But apart from that, if you look at the squad here, this is City's strongest squad. Foden was there, Walker was playing, Stones was there, Ederson is in goal, Haaland was there. All their other key players were all there. So you can't use the excuse of but injuries than the other. And when you look on the other side, Spurs were missing their starting center back pairing. They had to start 𝙀𝙖𝙖𝙞𝙀𝙀 and Davies at center backs against Haaland. Deep that. 𝙀𝙖𝙖𝙞𝙀 and Davies, obviously great center backs and whatnot, but their main center back pairing in Van der Ven and Romero weren't there. So arguably, you can make the case that Spurs were in more of a disadvantage in terms of like who the players available to them compared to City. Yet they still came and smacked them 4-0. Wow. I mean, I've always said that even at the beginning of the season, I said City were favorites to win it. I think they've done it, before. They still have a pretty strong squad. But chat, low key, I'm coming here and I'm officially changing my stance on things. I think Liverpool are in pole position to become Premier League champions. Because at this point, they're currently with a game in hand, are 5 points clear of them. If they win tomorrow, they'll be 8 points ahead. And the next game is against Liverpool. They play each other at Anfield. If they win that game, they're 11 points clear. At that point, it's done. Title's over. Forget it. It's over. Dang. How they have fallen. Chat. And this is where I'm coming here. Our City in crisis. Our City in crisis currently. 5 games in a row. 5 games in a row is crazy. The first time in Pep's career where he's lost 5 games in a row. 5. And it's not like, this isn't like even in his first season at City where he wasn't good. He didn't lose 5 games in a row. 5 games, all competitions in a row. You lost to Spurs twice in the span of a month. Got smacked. And the thing is, it's not even like, you're just, lost and it's, no. You've gotten 4-0 against Spurs. 4-1 against Sporting. You just keep losing. Chat, I mean, I'm here that like, is it a problem with Pep? Is this job on the line potentially? I personally don't think so. I think he's done too much for the club for people to start asking for his head. But you can't even blame that. It's injuries and whatnot, because for the most part, this is bar Rodri, who I'm not gonna go and pretend is a huge piece to the City squad. But still, Spurs were missing their 2 center back pairings against arguably the most lethal finisher in the Premier League. Yet they still left him with scraps. Haaland he had chances and whatnot, but nothing. And Spurs, that's the thing though, in this game, Spurs, every time they attacked, they looked deadly. I mean, City's always been a pretty high risk team, playing a high line and everything. But I think that season when they went and won the Champions League, and even last season to a certain degree, they were still pretty defensively astute. They were, solid defensively. They were hard to break down, hard to score against. This time around, every single time Spurs countered, it looked like a goal scoring opportunity every single time. Like, honestly, if you said you looked at the game, it could have been 6. It could have been 6. It could have been 6 with a couple. If that Son one goes, if Ederson doesn't make that outrageous save, that's 6. And then there's another counter where Brendan Johnson goes. Like, dang. Wow. I think now the titles is Liverpool's to lose. It really is Liverpool's to lose. Wow. Really, City, bro. Stay humble. Bro, that really is going against Haaland now. Stay humble, it says. Stay humble. But it really has blown the title race. At least everything below the first top spot wide open, because currently now you have City, Chelsea, Arsenal, Brighton all on 22 points with the same amount of games. I mean, no, 1 point from each other with the same amount of games, and Spurs are a couple points behind them. Dang. Wow. I can't believe it. I cannot believe what I'm seeing. Just the thing is though, like, it's not even like it was a smash and grab victory from Spurs. Like, you can't say that. You can't say that it was injuries and whatnot, because Spurs had injuries as well. And you would argue that Spurs' injuries were more consequential. I just think that, has the magic left? Is it over? Is it just that, like, the message isn't ringing the same as it used to? Because even in the game, like, that last goal, bro, Walker, who's supposed to be one of the quickest players in the Premier League, right, got burnt. He got put on the back burners by Werner, who's not, slow or anything, but still, just an outrageously bad performance here. Honestly, I'm saying 7.8, 7.3. I think that's extremely generous. Nobody here, I think, from City should have above a 6.5, I would say, honestly. Like, you go and ask from that City perspective, who had a good game. How do you go? Well, your entire back line has conceded 4 goals in a single game, and they all have above an average grade. For me, that's crazy. That is absolutely ridiculous, man. Holy smokes. I mean, hey, I never thought I'd say this. I mean, people are going and saying it's karma for the 150 charges. I'm not going to be that petty and whatnot and so on and so forth. But it certainly is a reality check that, hey, this City dominance, maybe it's over. Maybe it's over. And I think, as I was saying before, I really think now that it's Liverpool's to win. It's absolutely Liverpool's to win. The next kids, you think, if they go next week, December 1st, at Anfield, you lose there, you're 11 points behind. And I think from that, even if you're City, that's too much. That's too much of a hurdle to overcome. Because 11 points means that you'd have to basically, there's a 4-game difference, basically, to get to 12 points to overtake them. I don't know what else to say, man. Honestly, geez. Chat, I'm curious to know if you're a City fan, how are you feeling? What do you guys think? Do you think you can still come back? What's the issue? Because right now, every aspect of it, they even seem like they're lacking creativity. I guess we saw it a bit. As obviously, I don't watch City play, week in, week out. But even then, the last major City game that I saw playing was that Arsenal game. And even it almost, bizarrely enough, it seems like they're just lacking in terms of creativity. It almost seems like they look like and this might be blasphemous. They look like PSG. They have a lot of the ball and everything. They're playing it around, but with no threat. And you compare that to Spurs, who, you want the ball? Fine, we'll give it to you. We'll happily give it to you. But then on the counter, they come and they're lethal. 4 goals. 4, and it could have been more. Dang. I am flabbergasted. And this is the first time they've lost, I believe, at home since 2022. And it's not like, even as a Spurs fan, I mean, it's, I think we've got a decent squad, but it's not like a crazy, ridiculous Spurs squad either, right? Spurs squad, who they themselves, coming into the international window, I would have said that Postecoglou was a man, sort of on the hot seat, figuratively speaking here. Yet they still completely, absolutely cook. Kulusevski, I mean, I don't even know. For me, the man in the match was, between Kulusevski and Maddison. I guess Maddison scoring 2 goals on your birthday, it's hard to not give it to him, but the way Kulusevski just completely, absolutely cooked that City defense was astounding. Completely and utterly astounding. Goodness me. But yeah, wow. If you're City, bro, all I have to say, stay humble, man. Stay humble. Stay humble. I mean, I'd be curious to see who they've got Feyenoord next in the Champions League. I mean, this is basically a must-game win for them, even just for the sake of confidence. They'll probably still be fine overall in the Champions League, just because I don't think they have that many more difficult games coming up. But wow, I can't believe it. 4-0 is a crazy result. And I mean, I didn't even give Spurs their flowers because, I mean, what a performance from Spurs, especially given how things have been, going on with them and the results recently, losing to, was it Ipswich and whatnot. I mean, it wasn't easy from Spurs either, but they did what they needed to do. They got the result. And you think 2 games in Manchester, 7 goals they've scored, 7-0 on aggregate, bro, flip it. Manchester removed the mayor of London, the mayor of Manchester, and installed put I can't even speak. Put Ange there instead. Tottenham owns the city of Manchester in its entirety. Red half, blue half, it doesn't matter. That is crazy. But yeah, as I said, I'd be curious to know, guys, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that is City in crisis? Do you think they can bounce back? And do you think they have a shot at the title here? Now, potentially, we'll have to wait and see for tomorrow. Potentially being, 8 points? Potentially, depending on what happens next week, if they lose to Liverpool, 11 points behind. Do you think it's possible? Can they still come back? And what do you guys think are the issues? But yeah, I'm shocked. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoy this, quick little reactionary video. Let me know if you guys do enjoy these kinds of videos. And I'll make sure to keep you guys posted with all of this. And anyways, with that, I look forward to seeing you guys again. And remember, stay safe, stay kind, and stay blessed. Godspeed.